Hello! I don't know how well this is working. Is I doing good? Hello. This is a new... I need that window still open. Which one is it? That one. My OBS is here. This is a test for how recording in Resonite will work, how well it will work, how dizzy it'll make me, and a test if I get a fucking strike on this model. You can see why if I turn. You can see why. But this is an Orioro avatar. I forgot who made it. I have set it up in Resonite to run. I don't have full finger tracking, face tracking, or body tracking. I just have normal 6 steps of field, hand, and head tracking. The hair has no movement. This is a very basic setup of the model. I'm working on making my own fully custom model, but this does for now. I currently have my heads-up display on because I'm opening the camera and I'm editing some of these settings. Movement wobble. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. This is more of a test to see how well this works and if I actually really want to use it like this. I should probably turn on smoothing so that when I pick up the camera and move it, y'all don't get sick like I do in VR. This is the skybox that we're using today. You can see the mess of my creations and work in there in the background. This is a development world. It was given to me by a friend. He uses it to develop stuff with Blueprint and a few other things, which I'll get into eventually, showing it off in Resonite someday. Most of what this is going to be is not, like, doing things in Resonite. Unlike today, I'm going to be actually working on something I've been wanting to work on to get this set up. Let me grab the camera here. So if I tilt this up, you can see we have table. This is a desk I modeled myself. It is a full desk if I pull the camera out. It is a full desk modeled after my real life desk. We, today, are going to be slapping materials on it. I did a little bit of this in Blender, and then it doesn't translate into Resonite as it doesn't use blend files. It uses FBX, GLB, GLTF. This is... I have a bunch of custom stuff. Like this. I do not know who made this tool, but I do know it works really well, and I have, if I unequip it, because it keeps auto-equipping, I have a snapper for it, so it stays to my leg, so I can grab it really easily, and then equip it, and now I'm ready to do work. This is the inspector. I'm going to switch over from the normal camera system I'm going to be having in a lot of the videos using Resonite in the future. We're going to switch over to a smooth POV. I'm going to try not to move my head too much because this will get disorienting to people fast. If you want to look away, I've got smoothing turned on. It should be smooth enough to not cause horrible sickness, but I am not 100% sure about that. I do have up here, you can't see it, but I can see what you guys see, and I'm going to try to keep my movement to like a low. So we're going to go up. So that's the root of the table now. Now we can go, we're going to do tabletop. We want to go to materials, grab it, and open an inspector on it. We can now, it has no texture, no color. We're gonna want to fuck. I'm not well versed in Resonite. Oh, there it is. So, come on. We're gonna want to click this. And now we can change the color. I want a deep blue. Linear. And saturate it. And now we've got that. But I also want down here. Is it? Wait, where is it? Does this just open the same thing? It just opens the same thing. Okay. Where the fuck is the controls for how metallic and stuff it is? Here it is. So we're gonna want to turn smoothness up. This causes it to, if I had a point light, you can see super shiny. We're also going to want to turn up the metallic, and now it's even shinier and darker. This makes it a nice metallic blue. I'm going to turn down the smoothness. In Blender, that smoothness is a roughness instead, and that's why I didn't find it at first. Blend mode should be opaque. This doesn't do anything for the sheer fact we don't have a detail or normal map. Alpha cutoff doesn't matter, we don't have any alpha. No, that's fine. Now, we can select the leg. Okay, I don't know which leg it's selected, but we can do the same thing. So we're going to add a new material. And delete the old one. So now we have a null material. So we create new material, PBS, and then we want PBS metallic, which I don't remember where it is. Hold on, is it PBS metallic or PBS multi-metallic? PBS underscore metallic. Okay, where is PBS metallic? Is it? There it is. And now we want to grab that name and add it there. And now this material will be what we see there. And we're going to do really simply just change this to a gray. Like that. And bump the metallic up. And bump the smoothness up. And now it is very, very shiny. And all we need to do now is grab this material and replace every leg. Just like that. And then the framing. And what the framing is that back there. And now we have a nice table. And now I can delete this material and we're good. So if I open up my things, manual, and now enlarge the camera, we've got it. So I actually want to set this to world again, or third person. No, world. World is correct. Where did the camera go? Is that actually the manual? Why are you there? Group, world. And now, if I walk back here, we can zoom in. So, back here, I actually have a few things to show off. These are things that I made. I made this shelf myself in Blockbench and pulled it over. A few of these items were made in Blockbench, as well as I learned Blockbench before I learned Blender. I'm only just recently looking in and learning Blender and doing things. In fact, during this video, I'm going to be pulling in a coffee mug and trying to get its materials to work, but it has an actual material file or texture file and stuff that I need to pull in as well to get it. Here, if I zoom out, we have a very simple, shitty VHS tape. I like it, I love it. It was a very simple model, I just wanted to get done. You little shit. So this has a snapper on it, so it'll grab items and let them set down. I don't like it. It's a little too large. I'm not the one that set it up. Person who set it up, I get to talk to later. We also have someone put out online a very nice photocopy of the book, The King in Yellow. And I was able to get that photocopy into into, what is it called? Blockbench. And I got it pulled up. This is not going to be a public model. Most of these aren't. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to be making in here will be copyrighted material, and I'm not going to publicize copyrighted material. And anyone who enters this world hopefully won't be taking it either. If they do, I get to harass moderators and go, hey, that material's not supposed to be obtainable by other people. Can we get that removed? Why is there an inspector out there? I've had a few people in this world, and I don't know what they've done. You can also see jars. These jars do a few different things. Most of them are just empty jars. I made this in Blockbench. I love it. It is such a nice model. Like, I genuinely adore it. I'm going to be remaking it in Blender, or attempting to, and see if I can get, like, a little bit smoother on it and a little bit of, like, a beveled edge. But I adore it. It took a lot of issues. It had a lot of issues importing into Resonite because I didn't know what I was doing. I do now. You can see one of these jars is different. Can I grab just that jar? This is a jar with a test texture for having something in the jar. And it was just a way for me to mess around and see how putting things inside the jar would be. I have had 5 people ask me to make little characters of them, like little figurines, and put them in the jar. I'm not doing that. I have other people that will be doing that now after I gave them the file, and I don't know how I feel about that. But I gave the file away. We do also have something I did not make. This is a functional, let me enlarge it, Pip-Boy. And by functional, I mean, functional. That's a working radio, apparently. It has other functionality on it. I don't remember all of what it can do, but, oh, I have the watch on. I have a different functional thing on me. Yeah, it's just something cool for the background. Over time, I am going to be taking suggestions of books, games, DVDs to have on that shelf. I should probably talk about the watch. So if I turn this to manual, I can grab you and show there's a wall there. This, I believe, is the watch from Into the Radius. I don't own that game. I have the friend who helped me make most of this stuff and get it into the this game, saying that he'll buy me the second game soon. That's $40. I hope he doesn't. I get dizzy just in this game. But, it has very simple functionality, where it just displays the time. I keep it glowing at all times because it's easier for me to read, as I can't read black on white text or white on black text. I physically can't read it. It hurts. But that is what all of that is. What else do I want to talk about? Well, I can drag this over and show off what's behind the mirror way back here. All of this, I don't know what it is. I didn't make it, but we can show off this. What is my charge at? Good enough to become disconnected. This lets me change to the skybox. I also didn't make this. This is complex and I don't know how it works. But you can grab the little ring down here and rotate it. And then you hit set skybox. And look. Hello? Rotate. The skybox changed. And if I rotate it again, I don't like that one. But you can also see this big ball in the middle is changing. This is the one I don't like because, oh god, does it hurt? Same with that one. And this is just a simple blue. This is the one I normally have it set to. I like it. But I think for recordings and stuff, where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. I like this one for recording purposes because it's just a nice sunset, and that is, in fact, what most of my stuff is. Put you back over there. But yeah, that's what that is. Let me find the file we're going to be doing, because now I don't need to work on the desk. I do need to actually lock its position, and I need to figure out how to do that real quick. We're gonna have this open. Close that. So if I go up, root node, position, can I lock its... I can't. How do you lock its position? Like, actually, how do I lock its position? Huh. I don't know. Oh well. I'll have someone else do it later. Because they locked this, and I don't know how they did it. I could check. Because if I go up, root, the position is changeable. So how... Mesh renderer, mesh collide. It has a collider. Weird. I genuinely don't know how they... I don't know how they did it. Okay, well, let's import the mug. I have to sit down and grab the model from my computer. So give me half a moment. A very complex model that I can import as well, but 3D model, regular avatar, millimeters, import. Millimeters, because if I do meters, it's massive, despite this being scaled properly. What the fuck happened to its mesh? Why does it have a top? What the fuck? Okay. But here's the mug. It says, "Don't cry, this mug is friend." I actually made this while trying not to have a mental breakdown. I don't know why the mesh is like, there's a top. It doesn't have that. It also has like a gash in the top mesh that, like, it's not supposed to have that mesh. We're gonna try to fix it. So open a new inspector. And then adjust the fucking VR headset. Up one, and then we're gonna grab this camera, delete it. It shouldn't have a camera or a light. And now it's just the cylinder, which is the handle, and the actual other cylinder, which is the... I am punching my monitors doing this. There we go. So let's go here. Let's grab its material and open a new inspector. I don't like how it spawns everything like at such a harsh angle. I like it being at an angle, just not that harsh of one. So now, let's see, if I do transparent, it does look better. I still don't know what the gash in the top is. Trying to remember how I fixed double-sided materials, because that's what I had to do to the jars to get the jars to look right. But for now, let's try alpha blending. No? Additive? Additive is wrong. Multiply is incorrect. Opaque is wrong. Cutout. Cutout is also wrong. So yeah, transparent's the correct one. We're wanting the absolute max smoothness, because that creates... Yeah, like the inside, it's wrong. We can also up the metallic, and that makes it reflective. I've seen people in Blender tell you, oh, if you're doing a metallic material, okay, I see what's going on. Yeah, it is rendering incorrectly, which means I need to do the same fix the jars did. But I've seen people in Blender go, if you're doing a metallic thing, you're either all or nothing. No. There are a lot of times where you're going to want to turn on metallic at like 0.2 or 0.4 or half, which is 0.5. There are a lot of times. I've done it many times now. Just like on the table. How did I do this? Was it the mesh renderer? Okay, that just pulls all of that open again. Oh, right. I grab the mesh. And then we can... we want to... make dual-sided. Oh god, that made it wrong. That did the opposite of what I wanted. So let's unmake it dual-sided. So it's still fucked. Flip the normals. No, that does nothing. Don't reverse the winding. Recalculate normals. I mean, kind of. Convert to flat shading. Wait, what is this shading? Was this shading smooth? It is now. What if I convert to flat shading now? No, it literally is. Okay, now it's flat. Merge doubles. Don't merge doubles. Strip empty blend shapes. Merge blend. That doesn't do anything. It doesn't have any blend shapes. Recalculate tangents. It did nothing. I don't know why this is broken. It might be broken in Blender as well, and I just didn't notice because I never looked inside. That is a chance. I'll find out. But yeah, I'm gonna end here because this was just a test to see how recording in VR will work. The next video with this will be much more focused. I'm gonna delete... No, we're actually gonna keep this. It may be broken, but it's learning. So, we're gonna keep it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing me fuck around in Resonite a little bit while testing out this recording system. I'm gonna have a much more complex camera system eventually. With multiple cameras, being able to switch between them. I'm gonna try to code my own way to tweak OBS inside Resonite so I can switch between different scenes and stuff from in the game. This world's gonna look a little bit different. I'm gonna try to get a few more shelves set up back there. A lot more models. This has been about a week of work setting up models, and also I've been playing a lot of Greg Tech New Horizons, adoring it. I might make a video on that eventually, but yeah, I will see you guys whenever the fuck I decide.